Oh shoot. There you go. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Joseph Games channel. Today, we're going to be looking at some Last Elementals Set 4. Finally, the time is here. And the first thing we're going to be doing, my friends, is taking a look at the brand new Last Elementals starter set. Now, I'm not sure why it looks so weird here, but you know, that's just the way it is, I suppose. Just gonna move the camera a little bit. So, yeah, bit of a weird angle going on today while we're showcasing this. So this comes with the Infected deck and the Baza's Thunder deck. And yeah, so this is the starter set for set 4. Now there are a few variations of this. For example, there's one that comes with shoot, where is it gone? Boss's Orders. There's one that comes with the Boss's Orders deck instead of the Infected deck. But anyway, I've done a Boss's Orders unboxing in the past. It's literally the one from set 1, but that's a very popular deck to play, so that's why I included it in the starter set. So, in this, it's upside down. Wow. In this, contains 2 starter decks, a mini rulebook, and yeah, that's all it comes with. But that's enough to start playing with you and a friend. This is basically our answer to a board game. So you can literally pop this out, maybe split the price between you and a friend, and then start playing. It comes with rules, decks, everything you need. And yeah, as it says here, get ready for an action-based trading card game. Build your own deck, play with friends, and we even have a QR code right there for the official rules. So this will be coming out around January. Not sure when this video is coming out. And yeah, let's just get into this. I'll show you what comes included here. So there's it's good for storage as well. Little box here. So in this we get a few baggies. Box. 2 bags. Okay, we'll start with this. This is the rulebook, I'm guessing. I think so, yeah. There you go. The Last Elementals mini rulebook, which is kind of like a little booklet that tells you how to play very quick, easy. And yeah, the official rules are a lot more in-depth, but this is just enough to get you into the game. And it's, as Last Elemental's main selling point is that it tries to be as simple as possible, but also containing hard to master combos and moves and stuff like that. So this kind of sells the idea that it can just all be put on this little booklet and you know how to play. See, like, there's how to play, how to gain EP, and then extra rules. So that's just everything you'll ever need. So yeah, got the rulebook. Then got the actual decks. Let's open these up. Probably open them. I just want to split them here to make sure. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay. So, one sec, guys. Let me just put these together really quickly. Okay, we're back. So, here are the 2 decks. You got the Infected deck and the Baza's Thunder deck. So we'll start off with the Infected deck. So this is basically the whole gimmick of set 4, which is zombies. Can you see that? I think you... Oh, Christ, okay. 1 minute. Can you see that? You can, okay. Well, I'll have the actual card up on screen while I'm showing this, so it'll be easier for you guys to get a look at this. So, in this you get Infected Spikeon, who's kind of like the poster character for set 4, and Spikeon in general is the main character of the Last Elementals, so it makes sense that he'd come in the starter set. So you get 1 copy of Infected Spikeon, a copy of Evil Deck Box, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Very useful in certain situations. Just have to make sure you can still see that. Why is the camera doing that? Barely see that. Anyway, get Kaisan. I think you get 2 copies of Kaisan. Yeah, this is literally the reprint version from set 3. What is going on with the camera, man? It's a bit funky. It's acting a bit funky. So we get a copy of... It might be better, I don't know. Get a copy of Spikeon from set 3. Another copy of Spikeon from set 3 as a rare. Okay, and a new card, Infected Vein. So every breath I take, which is a copy to, yes, please. But yeah, pretty powerful card. This is one of the only infected cards that doesn't really have an ability. And no, overall it's pretty powerful. And 100 EP though, it's a lot to play, but does deal a lot of damage. And it's a bit of an overall powerful card. It's high in everything, including EP, so that's kind of a disadvantage there, but still. Power of Spikeon. This was a spell card released in set 3. Target the card gains the attack the fire was in, which allows you to deal 150 damage and then draw 2 cards. So that is pretty insanely powerful. And yeah, I think you get 2 copies of those. So good for getting cards out and dealing damage. Then we have Infected Water Beast, which we haven't seen him in a while. I think this is his first appearance ever since set 1, which I like to think the artwork has improved. So he definitely needed to be brought back and redone, and I'm so happy with how this guy turned out. His attack does 500 damage. This card can only attack every second turn. And HP 350, EP 350. Insanely powerful. It's not even funny. But if he does die, the game could be over. 350. Like, some games are only 300 EP, so it's a bit... Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to play him all that much. Infected Kaisan. We got Kaisan earlier, so this is the infected version. Hologram Horus 70. Virus, your opponent can draw a card next turn. This move can only be used once per game. So this gives the idea that Kaisan is a hologram and can infect infect the game. That was the idea here. And overall, a pretty powerful card. Not too OP, but your opponent can draw next turn. That can be very useful, the virus move there. So you get 3 copies of Kaisan there. Okay, Bitten Spikeon. So this is before Spikeon gets infected and turns into a zombie. Spike Slice 120. Protect. Target 2 cards on your side of the battlegrounds. They gain 100 plus HP. Then destroy this card and search your deck for Inspected Spikeon. And infected Spikeon put into play. So basically, built to die a bit with HP 20, and you kind of also have to pay 100 EP for that. So depends how much you want to get infected Spikeon out, but yeah, that's one way of getting him out. However, just so you know, you don't have to use the Bitten variants to get your infected cards out. They just can be played like a normal card, but the Bitten cards just get them out faster, I suppose. Rip Gear Saw. So this is one of the new items. 60 damage, but can deal an extra 40 damage towards infected cards. So I mean, if you're going against an infected deck, that is very useful. And you get 2 copies of that. Next up is another one, Spikes to Dust. Gains 70 damage. I think you get 2 copies as well. Mayor of the Apocalypse. New spell cards. The Wonderful Wall around the city, which is very useful in game. Infected Flame Pigeon, he's back. Another card that only does a bit of damage. He's uncommon anyway, so he's not that powerful. But get 3 copies of him. You also get 3 copies of set 3 Flame Pigeon. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's a new template on all of the cards, and I'll showcase that later on screen probably. So yeah, that's the infected deck. Next is the Baza deck. So the infected Spikeon, or the infected deck, probably comes in all starter sets, and the variation is the accompanying one, because this one is just an overall very good one. And no, it's powerful. It's all you'll ever need to start playing, and the other ones can be a bit more experimental. So the infected one is just a core one, you know. So yeah. Next up is Baza's Thunder. So Baza is a fan favorite character, and he's back, and he's got his own deck this time, which is pretty indeed fantastic. Pretty indeed fantastic, yeah. So, this is technically the last set 3 deck, since it is focused around the mech cards, because one of the mechs you get in here is Baza, and every card in play loses 50 HP every turn. While this card is in play, this card cannot guard or be guarded. So HP 1000, EP 1000. So yeah, the mech is back for this. Baza, I actually haven't seen much play of him, or mechs in general, to be honest. They're just not like a beloved archetype or gimmick. So yeah, we'll see how this guy turns out. But yeah, get a copy of Baza. He's kind of your main protagonist card for this. So, Infected Baza, very, very powerful card. He is back. I think he's one of my favorite designs I have done for set 4. I don't know, I just like the whole mask thing going on. That his mask or hood is a mouse. So yeah, I like that. Get 2 copies of him. We get set 3 Baza, which is always nice to have. And I'm noticing the difference between set 3 cards and set 4 cards from the new templates. So yeah, 2 copies of Baza there. Base and Little Wizards is back. You get 2 copies of him. And the most poignant weapon of war, 80 damage, and training. Target the card to play. This card gains 50 plus HP. So overall, just a nice, powerful common card. That's all I was saying. But the EP is a bit high to be playing him, so you know, if you want to play him, play him. Next up, we have Infected 3 copies of Infected Zappa. Lightning Stab, 70, charge up, draw 3 cards off the top of your deck, so basically just Joey, but a slightly more powerful version. But the EP is a bit higher, so I think it's higher. Could be wrong. Could be very wrong. And that could just be a better version of that character in general, which I might have to change then. Infected Zappa Jr., Thunderstrike, which he's basically this man, but worse. Thunderstrike 17, draw 1 card. But to make up for it, it's all the 1 attack, so I suppose that's the compromise there. Instead of it being 2 separate, it's the 1. So that's nice. Little Wizards, 2, I think. Yeah. Not a great card, but you only get 1 copy of him just because for the memes. Little Wizard. Next up, we have got all the items and spells that I previously mentioned. I'll go over the new ones that are exclusive to this deck, not the other one. So, Arcade Machine, which comes with a lot of stuff. So, target card gets the following moves. 1-up, after this card is destroyed, look for any being card in your discard pile and add it to your hand. So that is, oh god, that is extremely powerful. After this card is destroyed, look for any being card in your discard pile. So yeah, that's kind of like a revive type thing, since we're playing into the whole video game aspect there. With the game being Mortal Fighter, which is a reference to something that is not even out yet. You'll have to wait for that. Comment if you get the reference whenever I reveal what the reference is to. Can't reveal anything just yet though. So Baza's branded cereal, 50 plus HP, the most godly cereal in existence. Pretty horrible, like as an item card, but it's funny. So that's why you get 2 copies of it. Then you get Rip Your Saw, which is really powerful against the Infected deck, the paralleling deck here. And then you get a bunch of spells. A few Choose Your Face. Choose Your Face is a very popular card in the meta, since it's basically just roll a d6. If even, you can destroy any card in play. If odd, your opponent destroys any card. So the gamble there, get 3 chances on that, so that could either make or break a game for you. But that's why I really like that type of card, and why there are 3 of them. So, there you go guys, that is the last Elementals Set 4 Starter Set. We'll be releasing as a Wave 1 in January, and we'll have variations throughout the year. And another variation that'll be available at set 1 is, as I said, the Boss's Orders one, which is pretty powerful if you like Boss's Orders. This also comes with a bit of the upgrade pack, which we release around set 2, so that is also included. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to look out for more Last Elementals videos coming up very soon. We're going over all the cards in set 4, booster pack unboxings, and all the in-between. So I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.